Beijing Midnight Magic, an unforgettable birthday surprise. In the glittering world of entertainment, where surprises are rare and secrets even rarer, Xiao Zhan pulled off the impossible, planning the most jaw-dropping, heartwarming, and headline-grabbing birthday surprise for Wang Yibo. Fans, friends, and even industry insiders are still talking about what went down on August 5th, a night that will forever be etched in the hearts of millions. Yes, this wasn't just a birthday celebration, it was a masterclass in devotion, friendship, and maybe something more? The secret plan that took months. Sources close to Xiao Zhan reveal that the planning started months in advance. Disguised as just another project, he secretly collaborated with Yibo's closest friends, stylists, and even international event designers to create a one-of-a-kind experience. The goal? To give Wang Yibo the kind of birthday he never had, full of genuine joy, surprises, and raw emotions. Xiao Zhan reportedly flew in a private team from Paris to help with the theme, a journey through time. The entire event was set up to reflect different eras of Yibo's life, from his early days as a trainee to his explosive success as an actor, singer, and racer. Each section of the venue was like a chapter of his life. Childhood dreams? Check. Teenage rebellion? Absolutely. Global stardom? In dazzling neon lights. A birthday that started with silence. August 5th started off strangely quiet. No messages. No calls. Not even a cryptic Weibo post from Xiao Zhan, something fans had grown used to on each other's special days. Wang Yibo noticed. His fans noticed. The internet noticed. But what no one knew was that Xiao Zhan had something colossal waiting for him. The mistaken interview invitation. Yibo was lured into the surprise through a cleverly disguised interview request at an upscale art museum in Beijing. What he thought was a private press meeting turned out to be the gateway to a completely transformed gallery filled with curated memories, holograms, light shows, and one very familiar voice narrating the experience, Xiao Zhan's. From the boy who always dreamed big to the man who never stopped flying higher. Happy birthday, Yibo. Tonight, the stars shine just for you, echoed the voice over the speakers as the doors opened. Cue Tears. The 7-minute film that broke the internet. At the heart of the celebration was a 7-minute short film titled One More Ride, directed, written, and narrated by Xiao Zhan himself. It chronicled their journey together, from awkward first meetings to red carpet appearances, late-night rehearsals, quiet moments backstage, and stolen glances that said more than words ever could. The film ended with the words, "Some moments change your life. You were that moment for me." Within an hour of the clip leaking online, the hashtag #ShiaoZhanYibo surprise trended #1 on Weibo, crashing fan forums and flooding Twitter/X with emotional reactions. One fan wrote, "I thought they were just co-stars. I was wrong. This is deeper than anything I've ever seen." A cake, a whisper, a moment. When Yibo finally saw Xiao Zhan in person, wearing a crisp black suit and holding a single white rose, the energy in the room shifted. No flash, no noise. Just them. The crowd watched in silence as Xiao Zhan lit a single candle on a minimalist cake and whispered something into Yibo's ear that made him smile, then look away, almost shyly. Cameras caught it, but no microphones did. What did he say? Only they know. But fans swear they saw Yibo mouthing back, "I know." The musical surprise, a song never heard before. Then came the final surprise, a live performance by Xiao Zhan of an unreleased song titled Only You Know Me. Accompanied by a lone pianist and a soft spotlight, he sang lyrics that felt more like confessions than a birthday dedication. Lines like, "The world may not understand us, but you always did / in a room full of echoes. It's your silence I miss." By the end of the performance, Yibo, who rarely shows emotion in public, stood and clapped with glassy eyes, then pulled Xiao Zhan into a long, wordless hug. The fans react. We witnessed history. Social media went into absolute chaos. Fan reactions ranged from crying emojis to full-on fanfiction erupting within hours. Celebrities even joined in, with one well-known director commenting, "That wasn't just a birthday surprise. That was a love letter, disguised in cake and music." Even international media took notice, calling it the most emotionally elaborate celebrity birthday celebration in recent memory. What comes next? Neither Xiao Zhan nor Wang Yibo has issued an official statement about the event, keeping the mystery alive. But fans are hoping this marks the beginning of more public moments between the two, whether it's in music, film, or perhaps something a bit more personal. As the lights dimmed and the cameras faded, one thing was clear: Xiao Zhan didn't just plan a surprise. He told a story. He painted an emotion. And most of all, he made Wang Yibo feel like the most important person in the world. Even if just for one night. And maybe, just maybe, for a lifetime. Hashtag Xiao Zhan surprises Yibo. Hashtag one more ride. Hashtag Wang Yibo birthday 2025. Hashtag Zhan Yibo forever. After the surprise, what the world didn't see. As dawn broke over Beijing the next morning, the city was still buzzing, not with car horns or commuters, but with speculation, love, and an undeniable electricity that only Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo could generate. While the public marveled at the spectacle, what happened after the surprise remained largely hidden until now. Behind the curtains, an intimate after-party. Following the grandeur of the public celebration, Xiao Zhan had one final card up his sleeve: an intimate rooftop after-party that only a handful of people were invited to. It was held at a private penthouse overlooking the Forbidden City, the view bathed in the soft gold of pre-dawn light. The setting was far from extravagant. No flashing lights, no red carpets, no cameras. Just ambient music, fairy lights, and warm sake in handcrafted cups. It was here that the most candid moments happened. No rehearsals. No scripts. Just real people with real feelings. According to insiders, the two sat side by side on the rooftop bench for over an hour, deep in conversation. They weren't stars. They weren't actors. They were just Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo, two souls who had weathered the storm of fame together. The confession no one expected. One guest, who chose to remain anonymous, revealed a particularly moving detail. At one point, Xiao Zhan handed Yibo a leather-bound notebook. Inside were handwritten letters, one for every birthday since they met. Even the years when they weren't speaking much. It was his way of saying, "I never forgot you." That revelation broke even the most stoic hearts. Who keeps such letters unless the bond is more than friendship? Wang Yibo reportedly clutched the book to his chest and smiled in that quiet, boyish way that fans know all too well. Fan theories take over. Are they more than friends? By the next morning, social media was ablaze with fan theories. Some claimed Xiao Zhan's unreleased song was a coded confession. Others dissected every glance, every hug, every word exchanged that night. A few particularly observant fans noticed Xiao Zhan wearing a bracelet, one that hadn't been seen in public for years. Fans remembered it as the twin bracelet Yibo wore during a 2019 fan meet. A matching pair. A hidden link. They've always been speaking their own language. We're just finally starting to understand it, one fan tweeted. The hashtag Zhan Yibo bracelet theory gained over 8 million views in under 24 hours. Celebrities weigh in, support from unexpected corners. The surprise didn't just shake fans, it rippled through the entertainment industry. Renowned director Chen Kaiga, who worked with both men, posted a cryptic message. Some bonds are forged in silence and tested in fire. Those that survive become unbreakable. Actress Bai Lu commented on Yibo's post simply with, "You're lucky. Not everyone gets a Xiao Zhan." And in a rare public gesture, Chris Wu's former manager shared, "Zhan's surprise wasn't for show. It was real. And Yibo knew it. You could see it in his eyes." A mysterious disappearance and a rumored trip abroad. 2 days after the birthday bash, both stars went completely offline. No posts. No appearances. No live streams. Whispers began to surface that the duo had taken a private flight out of Beijing, destination unknown. Fans speculated a getaway. A break from the chaos. A chance to just be themselves. Theories ranged from a cozy hideaway in Kyoto to a beachside villa in Bali. One unconfirmed fan photo showed two men in matching bucket hats and face masks boarding a private jet in Hangzhou. Whether real or not, the fantasy ignited a new wave of fanfiction and dreams. More than a surprise, a turning point? At its surface, it was a birthday surprise. But to many, it felt like a confession. A door creaked open. A veil lifted. The lines between public personas and private truths blurred, and fans were here for it. More than ever, Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo showed the world that their bond is something unshakable. Whether it's friendship, love, or a complicated mix of both, it's theirs. And it's real. The final whisper. As the buzz begins to settle and reality returns, fans are left with one lingering memory. Not the lights, not the music, but the moment Xiao Zhan leaned in and whispered something to Wang Yibo. What did he say? The mystery remains. But one fan's theory has gone viral, and perhaps it says it all. He probably said, "You've always been my favorite story to tell."